So, picture this. I'm on a flight out of Dallas, settled into first class, seat 3A, minding my own business, when this lady storms down the aisle like she owns the plane. Her heels are clacking, her designer bag swinging, and her eyes zero in on me like I'm some kind of intruder. "You're in my seat," she snaps, voice sharp enough to cut glass. "Get up now." I look up from my tablet, calm as can be, and say, "Ma'am, I'm pretty sure this is my seat." But she's not hearing it's already dialing her phone, muttering about security, and the whole cabin's turning to watch the show. Let me back up. My name's James Carter, and I'm the guy who built Horizon Air from a tiny regional outfit into a major player. 15 years of grinding, late nights, and tough calls got us here. Top-tier on-time stats, customer satisfaction through the roof. But yeah, there's this one nagging issue. Complaints about bias are up, even with all our training. That morning, I'd walked through Dallas-Fort Worth Airport at the crack of dawn, 5:30 a.m., my usual low-key Vibino suit, no flashy watch, just a plain jacket and a laptop bag. The security guard, a new guy, gave my ID a triple check, like he couldn't quite believe I belonged in the executive line. I just smiled. After all these years, I'm used to the side eyes. In the lounge, I was digging into reports, frowning at that uptick in complaints, when a young guy, maybe 25, black, in a sharp blazer, came up. "You in aviation?" he asked, eyes bright. "I'm interviewing with Horizon today, entry-level management." I grinned, told him, "Keep your eyes open, kid. Change doesn't happen by accident." His name was Malik, and his hustle reminded me of myself way back when. Now, back to the plane. I'm in 3A, reviewing those same reports, when this woman, let's call her Karen Mitchell, bursts in, late, loud, and already on her phone. "Yes, Mom, first class, obviously," she's saying, like it's a personality trait. She spots me, checks her boarding pass, checks the seat number, and her face twists like she's bitten a lemon. I feel the storm coming, but I keep my eyes on my screen. The flight attendant, Lisa, young and nervous, had already checked my pass twice when I boarded, her voice tinged with that polite doubt you learn to recognize. "Sir, you're sure this is your seat?" she'd asked, like I might have wandered into first class by mistake. I showed her my phone, the boarding pass clear as day, and she nodded, but her eyes lingered on my plain sneakers, my no-name bag. Karen's standing over me now, her voice climbing. "This guy's in my seat, and he's refusing to move." Heads turn. The guy in 3B, some corporate type in a tailored suit, lowers his Wall Street Journal, squinting at me like I'm a puzzle he can't solve. Across the aisle, an older woman, Mrs. Clara, gives me a small, kind smile that only one not staring like I'm on trial. Karen's on a roll, waving her phone, already recording. I'm calling security. This is what's wrong with flying these days, people thinking they can just take what's not theirs. The cabin's buzzing now, phones lighting up, passengers whispering. Lisa steps in, her hands fidgeting. "Ma'am, sir, can I see both your boarding passes?" I pull out my phone, show her 3A, clear as day. Karen's not having it. "That's fake," she hisses, pointing at my screen like it's a forged passport. "Look at him, does he look like he belongs here?" She gestures at my jacket, my sneakers, like they're evidence of a crime. The guy in 3B pipes up, low but loud enough. She's got a point. Security's tight for a reason. A woman in sunglasses across the aisle mutters, "This is why I hate commercial flights." The vibes shifting fast, curiosity to suspicion, suspicion to fear. An older guy in 4C calls out, "Just move, son, don't make a scene." His tone's got that grandpa knows best weight, like I'm the one causing trouble. Mrs. Clara shifts in her seat, looking like she wants to say something, but Karen cuts her off. "I don't feel safe," she says, clutching her pearls literally. "My uncle's a district attorney. I know trouble when I see it." That word, trouble, hits like a brick. People lean away from me. A mom pulls her kid closer, and the air gets thick with judgment. Lisa's wringing her hands. "Sir, could you step to the galley while we sort this out?" I shake my head, calm but firm. I'd rather stay in my assigned seat. Karen's face goes red. Of course he's resisting. Call the real police, not just airport rent-a-cops. The corporate guy in 3B stands, backing her up. "Just comply, man. Don't make this harder than it needs to be." More voices join in. Think of the kids on board, and it's like the whole cabin's decided on the villain. Phones are out, recording, Notifications pinging like a slot machine. I catch Mrs. Clara's eyes watching me, not the chaos, like she sees something nobody else does. Then the cavalry arrives. Heavy footsteps on the jet bridge, and in comes Officer Daniels, badge gleaming, hand on his radio, with a second officer and a ground supervisor, Ellen, trailing behind. Daniels surveys the scene, his face neutral but his stance saying he's already picked a side. "We got a call about a disturbance," he says, eyes flicking from Karen's flushed face to my calm one. Karen jumps in, pointing at me like I'm public enemy number one. He's in my seat, refusing to show proof, and I think he's a threat. Daniels turns to me. "Sir, boarding pass and ID now." I reach for my wallet, slow and deliberate, pulling out my license and showing my phone. As I do, Ellen, the supervisor, notices something, a small Horizon Air logo on my watch band, a limited edition piece they gave out to execs last year. Her eyes narrow, like she's trying to place it. Karen's still going. "That pass could be fake. Anyone can hack those apps. Check the manifest." Daniels pulls out his tablet, typing, while passengers start chiming in. He was acting shady earlier. One guy lies, like he's auditioning for a cop show. Kept checking his phone. Another adds, though I'd only pulled it out for Lisa. Mrs. Clara's watching my hands, though, and I notice her notice C3 steady, but my thumbs rub my fingers, a habit I picked up in high-stakes meetings. Ellen's staring at my collar now, where a tiny pin's peeking out, one only Horizon's top brassware. Her face changes, like she's connecting dots nobody else sees. Daniels checks his tablet. Manifest says James Carter, 3A. ID matches. Karen's not buying it. That's not enough. He could have stolen it, hacked the system. She turns to the crowd, playing to the cameras. Are we really risking everyone's safety on matches? The guy in 3B nods. I fly first class every week, never seen him before. Doesn't look the part. But Mrs. Clara speaks up, her voice soft but clear. Maybe we're asking the wrong questions. Why are we so quick to judge based on clothes? Karen snaps back. This isn't about clothes, it's about safety. But her voice cracks, like she's starting to feel the ground shift. I lean forward, looking at Ellen. Maybe you should call Horizon's corporate security. They can clear this up. Daniels frowns. That's a bit much for a seat mix-up. I smile just a little. Nothing about this is simple, officer. I believe in following protocol, don't you? The second officer, who's been quiet, suddenly stiffens, like he's seen a ghost. He pulls Daniels aside, whispering fast, glancing at me. I catch words like executive and annual report. Ellen's on her phone now, talking to corporate, her face going pale. Karen's still ranting, but the cabin's energy is changing. Phones are out, not just recording, but searching. A kid in row 5 gasps, holding up his screen. Wait, James Carter. Aviation CEO. Murmurs spread like wildfire. Check the photo. That's him. Ellen hangs up, her hands shaking. She shows Daniels her phonia corporate directory. My face, my title, James Carter, CEO, Horizon Air, 51% shareholder. Daniels reads it, then reads it again, his jaw dropping. Karen's voice falters. This is a mistake. He can't be. I pull out a business card, heavy stock, the kind only 20 people at Horizon have, and hand it to Daniels. This might help. He takes it, hands it to his partner, who mutters, holy shit. Karen tries to grab it, but Daniels pulls it back. Ma'am, step back. There's been a misunderstanding. The guy in 3B slumps in his seat, face red. The sunglasses lady deletes her video, whispering, I'm so screwed. Mrs. Clara just nods, like she knew all along. I stand, slow and deliberate, and the cabin goes dead quiet. Karen Mitchell. I say, her name sharp in the silence. I'd heard her say it on her phone call. You accused me of stealing, of fraud, of being a criminal. You tried to have me thrown off my own plane. What should I do with someone who treats my passengers like that? Karen's bag slips from her hands, her face crumpling. I didn't know who you were. I cut her off, voice steady but heavy. That's the problem. You shouldn't need to know who I am to treat me like a human being. The words hit like a punch. People flinch, look away, delete more videos. Lisa's crying now, whispering to her colleague. I checked his past 3 times. I messed up. I turned to the cabin. Everyone here jumped in accusing, assuming, recording. So everyone's going to be part of fixing this. I look at the guy in 3B. You said I don't fit the profile. What's that profile look like exactly? He stammers. No answer. Lisa steps forward, tears streaming. Mr. Carter, I failed you. I let her get to me. I nod. Honesty's a start, Lisa. Most don't even get that far. I pull out my phone, typing fast. I'm emailing the board. This flight's a case, study now new protocols, starting today. Karen's phone hits the floor, her friend texting her. He owns the airline, Karen. Delete everything. Daniels clears his throat. Mr. Carter, do you want to press charges? Harassment, incitement, maybe a hate crime. I hold up a hand. No charges. But Karen, you've got two options. 1. I pursue legal action cameras. Witnesses, it's open and shut. Or 2. You become a case study. You tell your story at our trainings, to our staff, to other airlines. You own this and help fix it. Karen's shaking, but she nods. I'll do it. The training. All of it. I turn to Ellen. You're now director of bias prevention. Document this. Build the training. She blinks, stunned. Sir, I should have known it was you. I shake my head. You called corporate when you sensed something was off. That's the instinct we need. The captain's voice crackles over the intercom. Captain Alvarez, a 20-year vet I hired myself. Folks, we're holding at the gate. Mr. Carter's mandated a delay for bias training. Right here, right now. I walk the aisle, stopping at Malik's road. Been watching from economy. You filmed this, didn't you? I ask soft. He nods, eyes wet. It's like my dad's storyish gets this crap flying for work. I hand him my card. Keep that video, Malik. Share it, with permission. And call me about an internship. We need your voice. Mrs. Clara raises her hand. My husband was a judge. He'd say character shows when you think nobody's watching. She looks at Karen. We all showed ours today. 6 months later, Karen's standing in a Horizon training room. No designer gear, just a plain suit, telling new hires. I called a man a criminal because of how he looked. That man was your CEO. My assumptions could have ruined us both. Lisa's a lead trainer now. Her notes from that day part of every employee handbook. Malik's running a program called Look Deeper, training airport staff nationwide. Complaints are down 70%, satisfaction's up, and I've got letters on my desk, hundreds of them, from people saying they're questioning their biases now, not just at Horizon, but everywhere. Here's the thing. Destroying Karen would have been easy, but building her into someone who gets it? That's power. Real power. So what about you? What assumptions are you making right now? In your life, your work, your community? Drop a comment. Share your story. When's a time you judged too fast or got judged? Let's talk about it, because this stuff doesn't change unless we do.